Hello, everyone. So tonight's dinner is going to be meatloaf. I already had seasoned my meat and put it in the bowl. Only thing I got to do is mix it up. I already had pre-washed my hands before I even started this video. Normally, I would add eggs and breadcrumbs and onions to my meatloaf, but tonight I'm not adding onions or breadcrumbs or onions. So I'm showing y'all the way of if you don't have any of the things in your house, or you just don't like breadcrumbs or your eggs in your meatloaf. And while you're mixing, you want to preheat your oven while you're mixing. With me personally, I normally add eggs and breadcrumbs, but I'm showing y'all the way of not adding breadcrumbs, eggs, or onions because the breadcrumbs helps too. But sometimes if I don't have breadcrumbs, I use croutons to give it that like flavor. And I normally, when I preheat my oven, I normally set my oven for 400 so I can warm up. And then I'm going to rewash my hands again so I can. I also like to add a little bit of soy sauce to my meatloaf too. I'm just going to just add a few dots of soy sauce. All depends on how much you like. The same thing with your seasonings of your. You go by your taste, and you just mix it all up. Because I already had put my seasonings and stuff. The only thing I had to do was just add my soy sauce. You just mix it, and then when you're done, I already have my pan sitting next to me for me to put it in the oven. So I'm going to just take my block of meat and just transfer it over here. And I'm normally going to not transfer, but mold my meatloaf in there. I'm going to put this over here in the sink. And I'm just going to mold my meatloaf in here. This is like easier to mold, especially if you have a roasting pan or something. You can mold it before you put it in there, but I prefer to do it this way. And this is normally if you don't have what I said in the beginning, like breadcrumbs, croutons, eggs, onions, or whatever. I'm showing you the way that if you don't have those ingredients. I'm going to rewash my hands before I put the lid on. And then I also like to add just enough water to the bottom of it. Just enough so it won't dry out. A little bit on each side. And you want to just add your lid. And then your meatloaf's done. The only thing you gotta do is just pop it in on for 400. I normally put it in for about like 45 minutes. That's how I normally do it. For at least 45 minutes on 400 because it will burn, but you check it every so often. But you can also, like, this is a way, like, I know I have breadcrumbs, croutons, and the eggs and the onions. But I'm sure you can get away if you don't have those things or if you don't like any of those things in your meatloaf. But if you do prefer it, you can always add it. And your seasons is always to your taste, no matter what. Me personally, when it comes to seasons, I don't really measure anything because the only thing I got in my house as far as measuring wise is a couple measuring scoops, and I barely use those. So there you go, my way of making meatloaf without the extra stuff. Me personally, I prefer it, but I'm doing this video for people that doesn't like those things. I can eat it with or without it. So here we go. And the only thing you gotta do, open the oven. Yes, I got an old oven. And just stick it in. And just let it go for 45 minutes. So there you go. Have a nice night, y'all.